Welcome to FUM0005 machining. My name is Esko. Today we are going to go through the smell of creating a foundation for the milling machine. This foundation consists of a steel plate and about 15 kilograms of polyester hearts, hence the smell. This stuff smells bad. So, let's go on sniffing. This is the place for the milling machine. It's 1 meter each direction. The problem here is that the floor is tilted. So I first marked the reference point as 0. I assume this is the highest corner. Then I measured this corner, not very precisely, but it was actually 10 millimeters below the reference corner. Then the next one should be level. Let's see if it is. Yeah, it's about. This level is really precise and maybe overkill for this one. And I could verify that, yeah, this is level with the reference corner. Then the last corner, it proved to be the whole 20 millimeters below the reference corner. So I need to fill in the gap when I put a steel plate here. Next, I'm going to bore 2 holes in this plate. This one is to release the air when I'm pouring the polyester hearts into the space between the floor and the plate. This one is for a funnel. I'm using a stepped drill, and as it proved out, this was quite a tedious job. At first it went all okay, just some cutting oil and drilling. By the way, this hand drill is at least 30 years old, and it's an AEG, and it's getting warmer all the time. As the hole gets bigger, the drill has to work more. And I have to keep the RPMs low. You should not, this is a high-speed steel bit, so it's very easy to burn it. So for this reason I need to progress really slowly. It's quite tedious, mildly said, and yeah. And then it's not always easy to see how far I am. So I need to measure it by finger and then pulling it out and reading from the side of the drill how big the hole actually is. A little bit more. And I would really love to have a magnetic drill, but oh yeah, a little bit more. A magnetic drill would be nice. This would be actually the correct place for one. Now, yes, it fits. Good. Also, maybe an auger bit would have been better here. A lot faster anyway. Now I'm measuring how level this is. The instrument I'm using is an old Eastern Germany made instrument. It's very accurate. And I think I'm the first person to use it. This is also very old. It weighs about half kilogram. And it's a good one. Here these are supposed to become a seal on the sides. Well, this is my mistake number 1. There would have been plenty of other options to do this. And yeah, well, as we can see, it finally worked out. Okay. Well, here I'm starting to impregnate this seal. Here is my mistake number 1. I'm using old stuff. This is really, really old. It doesn't work as expected. Also, mistake number 2. I didn't mix it properly. You just cannot mix too much. It's imperative that this stuff is well mixed. Especially when it goes into thin layers. It hardens really, really slowly. This one took eternity to harden. And yes, mistake number 3 is that I'm using this kind of method to seal the edges. There are way better solutions to do this. One, for example, would be clay. Just an ordinary clay, and that one works quite well here. You also can remove it after the inside of the cavity has been hardened. And yes, although I'm doing this very carefully, carefully indeed, still the result was not very tight, as you will see a little bit later. It will actually cause some panic. And yes, I almost decided to redo this again, but it turned out luckily quite well. Here I am starting to do the last 2 mistakes. Well, everything goes nice. Those canisters contain 5 kilograms of polyester resin each. Well, they are quite tough to open. I decided to mix it inside the canister and do it there. That was actually a correct decision. And now I have learned something. I mixed it properly. Well, mistake number 1. I should have waited for the first batch to at least start to harden. Well, I'm a little bit hasty man. I don't have the patience, so I didn't wait. I just went on pouring and thought that okay, my seals seemed to be okay. At this point, the first warning signs are visible. I noticed them, but I don't know why I just went on doing this, and well, it didn't turn out so well. It was a little bit, as you soon can see what can happen if you don't wait. Well, the pool is getting larger. Oh, another pool? Oh yeah. And this one didn't hold, so I got this iron bar. Well, that one did the trick, but how to get rid of this? So I was shoveling it back into the funnel. Well, this brush was not the correct tool for this one. So I fetched an aluminium plate. Maybe that one would work. Yes, and it actually worked way much better. But this shoveling went on until this resin started to harden. And it took quite a long time. Okay, here I have cleaned up the mess. This is actually very easy to clean when it hasn't fully hardened. It's like gel. You can take it away, and this corner was the last one, and it hardened. Okay, how did it smell? Did it smell bad? Well, the result doesn't smell at all. It is very steady and, well, it's not exactly straight because this polyester hearts, it shrinks when it hardens. And now it shrinks more where it is thicker and less where it is thinner. And since this floor is slanted, is not straight, yes, there is some deviation in the, it's not straight. Well, you can measure with my equipment that it's not straight, but it's still better than the floor. Next time, let's see if it is actually something to do with motors. Till then, bye!